Hey guys, welcome back. You're watching 3 versus 3 Kingdom of Heaven. This is an attackers versus defenders scenario. And as you can see, in player 1 blue, we've got myself, such a warmonger. I'm playing as the Duchy of Bohemia, which is actually just the Teutons. Player 2, we've got gasbasman playing as the Britons. He's in Cyan. Here. In player 3, we got Cornmare, green. Says he's Slavs, but he's actually the Franks. Kingdom of... well, where is he? Right there. County of Flanders. In-game, technically. Over on the defender side, we've got Obelix. Playing as his favorite color is gray. He's playing as the Persians. In player 5, orange, we've got Dominik. He's playing as the Turks. And in player 6, red, we've got DarkShadeLeo. He's in red, playing as the Berbers. Alright, while we're starting to ramp up here, let's just talk about the game a little bit. The whole objective of the attackers is to bring down defender morale down to 0. You can see on the top right here, the morale of both sides. Attackers and defenders both start with 100%, and the attackers have 45 minutes to try to do it. And the defenders have to last 45 minutes to win. Now, the defenders can also bring attacker morale down to 0, but that's a little more difficult to do, but it's been done. Now, you can also see up here on the top right the time of day. That's not just to be cool, and it doesn't just change the mood and lighting. It's also important because 1 minute in real life is 1 hour in the game. And once the game clock hits 9 p.m., that means it's nighttime. And at nighttime, the vision of all your units is reduced significantly, and you cannot see your allies. Some people hate it, some people love it. It's just the reality of the map. It's only 8 minutes long, translate to 8 hours long, and so dawn comes at 5 a.m. in the morning. Okay. Alright. Let's go to Capture Age. So this is what the map looks like. You can see. It's a pretty large map, it's giant sized. Spawn locations are random, so attacker spawns can spawn here, in the north, here in the northeast, here in the northwest, here in the southwest, and where we actually spawn this game is we spawn over here in the southeast. It's a 20% chance to spawn in any of those locations. The way the attackers have to set up their bases is every player on the attacking side starts with a supply wagon, which looks like an ox wagon. And you use the deploy button, which looks like a deploy trebuchet. And you need a 4x4 space to do it. And then it turns into this thing, and that gives you food and gold over time. Now, attacker food and gold generation is much faster than defender food and gold generation, so defenders have to be more careful with their units. Losing 1 unit of anything, it hurts them a lot more. Cavalry is very expensive on food, so if you do decide to go with a cavalry heavy army, it's even more important to try to keep them alive. Because, you know, if you lose them, you lose all that food.
Yes.
On top of all that gold, too. Alright. So, let's talk about the super important locations. So, to take out morale, it's 15% morale damage if you take this location. It's called the Dome of the Rock. Right beside it is the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Each of these, and it stacks, will remove 15% morale from the defenders. And each of these will also cause a morale bleed of 1 morale lost every few seconds. The other important locations are this. This is called the Tower of David. And this. This is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. You can see that Dominik already cares about protecting a lot of these different points. Doesn't want to be caught off guard. Now, what am I doing? Such a warmonger. I am trying to scour the area to make sure there's no one getting extra resources from outside the city. Because the defenders still have mill carts, which allow them to do that. And a lot of the time, you'll see them cutting wood around here or gathering extra stone. There's only so many stone piles. There's this one. This one. This one. This one. This one. Right there. This one. This one. And last but not least, this one. It's not a lot of stone. So it's important to try to deny it from the enemy and get it for yourself. Now, this game, the defenders are afraid to venture outside of their city, so they're deciding to get the stone that's inside their base. You actually start with stone here, if you're a defender, and a few stone piles scattered here and here. There were stone piles here. I think they were all mined out. Other ways to damage morale is winning engagements. That it can be slow going because it's just -1 morale every time you kill 10 units as an attacker. If you kill 10 defenders, and it's in terms of kill to death ratio, if you kill 10 more than the defenders, then you get 1 morale and damage them by 1 morale. As a defenders, you need to kill 30 attackers positive KD to gain 1 morale. Another way to get morale and cause morale damage is capturing points. Other points. Every point that you can capture is marked by flags. Flags that look like this. You can see that, you know, like these gates. They all have points. They're all capturable points. And you can destroy them too. It's mostly the same amount of morale damage if you destroy something versus capture it. Obviously, destroying a tower, for example, is permanent, and these flags disappear. You can't recapture it. But if you do capture it as an attacker, the defenders have the potential of capturing it back. That's the name of the game. It's just fighting over morale. It can be confusing at first, but you'll get used to it. Looks like I found some DarkShadeLeo trying to get some extra resources outside, and this is why they're afraid, because I have some cavalry here, making sure that doesn't happen. And he's got some units defending this side. Let's take a look at what the defenders see. I hope they know that we spawn here. At the very beginning of the game, you do get a ping of where the attackers spawn. Oh wow, what's this? And it's nighttime. So actually, I want to show you this. I want to show you what it's like at nighttime. So you can see, we're taking a look at what Dominik can see. You can't see much, can he? You can only see his own units. This is what DarkShadeLeo can see. And this is what, let's say, gasbasman can see. So he is attacking without too much siege. But yeah, he can't see his allies at this point. And here comes a large amount of units coming out to meet. And this is a choke point. Let's go back to a capture age. This is a choke point, so even though archers in this game have minimum range, if you fight in a choke point, it's just bad news every time. So Dominik looks like he's backing off. I think we can actually just remember it's still nighttime, guys. Dominik's backing off. Gasbasman is putting his units over here in the choke point, which is smart actually. The only not smart thing is like he's keeping his units far forward in range of these towers. These towers will kill your units, and you can see that gasbasman is pulling out. Dominik is coming in, making a raid with his heavy cavalry. Looks like he's gonna kill a lot of levy units. But there are a few gold units mixed in. In fact, he was one. Oh wow! Look at all these archers dying. Actually, over here on in the front. Now, if you look at this, Dominik could have killed. These are mostly levy units. He could still fight. The problem is that these little guys mixed in can do a lot of damage. I don't know what's happening here. Looks like these camel archers are blocking the way for their own melee units to pass through. That's a mistake. DarkShadeLeo needs to work on his micro a little bit, but here I come with some reinforcements. Also, these archers are massacring these camel archers. So when you're in a... Oh my god. When you're in a small choke point like that, you just... You need to spread your units. So here we come, because it's nighttime. We're thinking, oh my god, it's nighttime. And gasbasman is asking for help. But, seems he's okay. Overall, I think he killed way more than the attackers, than the defenders did. Obelix with the late flank. Not really doing much for that. We've got some light cavalry action going on. Dominik trying to scout at nighttime. See what's out there. And he was able to sneak a couple woodcutters here. Obelix trying to keep a cavalry force here. This is kind of smart if he can take advantage of it. Now, DarkShadeLeo sending camel archers to die. These guys are slow. These are not really harassing units. These are more support units. Just because of their speed, their lack of armor. They're the Berber replacement for archers. These guys are all gonna die. And you got some, ooh. He was able to take some trebuchets out with his gulams, with his mamluks, but they're gonna get cleaned up. I'm building my own large force of German knights. How many do we have here? 18 plus 16, so that's a lot. That's like 34. Plus more coming on their way. DarkShadeLeo still getting used to his units. He's a newer player, so it's understandable what's going on. The strength of the Berbers is their use of the anything that can throw a spear can remove armor. So if you combine that with like levy units, it's very powerful. Or even archers. These camels are not equipped to deal with these sergeants. These sergeants are faster than the camels, stronger than the camels, and nearly all ranged units have minimum range. The only unit that does not have minimum range in this game are the Kasaki horse skirmishers, which DarkShadeLeo could have made but did not. Okay. Guess he's just scouting with these camel guys. Looks like Dominik has finally scouted out where the command tent is. It's a good move on his part. He's got his scout doing some good reconnaissance at nighttime. If we want to do a time check, it's still 3 a.m. so it's still nighttime. But here comes Dominik. It's almost like he's calling in an artillery strike. Coming in for the kill. The thing about like heavy cavalry is they can kill these levy guys easily. Here comes Dominik. You see how powerful cavalry is? They're hardly getting hurt. Now these knights can hurt them, but they're not even reaching them yet. So Dominik's taking out the command tent. Kablooey. Oh, he's actually going for the supply depot. I didn't know this. Now this knight is actually doing some work on this guy. Here I am clearing up some walls. Obelix is looking to do his own little raid here. Now crossbowmen are very good at shooting cavalry in particular, or anything gold intensive. Crossbowmen are very good at killing high priority targets. That's because they have armor piercing damage, faster bolt speed, and yeah, pretty good. Okay, so it's 5 a.m. It is dawn. It's the morning and of day 2. But it looks like Obelix just destroyed another command tent. He's attempting to destroy a supply depot. But now his units are trapped, so I'm not sure it's worth losing 10 cavalry, or a little more than 10. Probably lost a few earlier. Not only that, only 3 units are fighting. Only 3 units are hitting the supply depot, so that's definitely not worth it. Especially since this respawns and does not cause morale damage. And it's so close to the spawn point that it's not that much of a big deal. DarkShadeLeo once again running the gauntlet through these archers. Now gasbasman is, you know, he's got an archer heavy army since he's Britons, and it's really doing some work on these slow moving camel archers. Oh, poor guys. Now he's got like a blob of them. What you want to do, if you're using a lot of ranged units, you want to put them on spread formation, because in this game, the projectiles are inaccurate, just like the way they would be any of the Total War games. It's kind of realistic, but anything that the projectiles hit, you know, does have an effect. So he's trying to micro with these camel archers, but it's not. This is not the correct way to use camel archers. He's better off using like horse archers combined with horse skirmishers. But you know, once again, that's just a new player. That's just something that it's a new player issue, you know? He just loses all his guys. Not even crossbowmen, it's just archers. Oh my god. And here comes gasbasman, surging forward again. And these levy units don't stand a chance against these knights, these foot knights. But I have cleared the way here because I actually built a whole bunch of mangonels to start working on this wall right here. And I think Cornmayer is working on this postern of the Tanners right there. So yeah, working on the front gate. And he's fighting back. Now this, you're gonna see something interesting. This camel archer, he's right behind this aqueduct. And so because the projectile effect is affected by anything it hits, right? So it's hitting the wall. And because it's hitting the wall, it's not hitting the camel. That's how the projectiles work in this map. I was wondering where the music went. Let's start that music back up again, eh? Alright, so anyway, we've got myself trying to help Corn Mayor take this down just so that he can take this front. So the plan is, maybe Corn Mayor attacks through here, I attack through here, gasbasman attacks through here. That's the plan. Now I do have like a secondary attack point just supposed to be as a distraction, but it's not working out. I built this side base just for distractions and try to drag some of Obelix's men to protect it, and it's working. He's got quite a few Mamluks here. 24 Mamluks that are defending this point from just pure levy units instead of like protecting this area. Now here I come with my main attack. I'm starting to push in. Fighting in the breach. gasbasman. Oh, what's this? DarkShadeLeo is doing a lot of run-bys. Oh, it looks like Dominik was trying to raid gasbasman, but gasbasman, he learned his lesson, and he is not messing around. He's really protecting his command tent. So all these Mamluks died on the field. I guess they killed a few horse archers. But here I am pushing in a lot more, making headway. Now all that's defending this area are levy units, so these knights and sergeants are going to make short work of them. There are a lot of archers here pouring arrows into this area, but arrows can also kill your own units in this scenario, so you got to be careful with that. Now, thankfully for Dominik, his levy units are killing archers, which they're actually good at. But here Corn Mayor comes in, he's starting to wreak havoc inside the city. Now, the reason you would want to do this is you would want to capture the Church of Holy Sepulchre or maybe Syrian Exchange. So this is the same as the other points. It's also minus 15% morale with a 1% morale bleed. This is minus 10% morale. But this is one of the ways that the defenders can generate food and gold. So it's important also. Obelix is sallying forth. Fight a little on the bridge. My attack has stalled out a little over here, but they did not recapture this tower, which is a mistake, I think. It's easy to defend this breach, so just plug it up with men, spearmen, sergeants. All right, the knights that are inside here are finally getting dealt with by Obelix. Corn Mayor has sergeants and knights fighting. Well, actually, I'm not sure. I mean, these knights are pretty strong, so they're actually killing these guys. This guy's an armor-piercing unit, so he can do pretty well. It's pretty fairly even fight, actually. But I think the knights are gonna come out on top. But here comes my knights. I ran into the city as well, and in small numbers, I'm not really that afraid of spearmen, just because my knights are so beefy and strong. It's when you have a lot of spearmen that I start getting afraid. I'm really trying to capture this point to cause morale damage. In the meantime, we've got the breach. I'm coming back in. This time I'm bringing my ranged units. gasbasman is still working on this front gate. And I'm starting to push into the breach once again. And let's take a look at my knights. Here I am fighting spearmen again. But there's just too few spearmen to make a difference. Knights are too strong. Sergeants are too strong. They just come in small numbers. It's just not going to work out. And there, I captured the Church of Holy Sepulchre. If we do a morale check, morale is at 51% for the defenders and 100% for the attackers. So just about half morale left. Time left is 20 minutes, so kind of 5 minutes past the midpoint. Or 2.5 minutes past the midpoint. Okay, so pushing into the breach again. Sending another battering ram now that I know that the defenders are distracted. My knights go ahead and capture Tanker's Tower because I don't want to stick around because this is starting to get really high on the number of spearmen. You can see that how many units have been drawn into this area. Just looking at the bottom left over here of the screen. This is how many units are just defending inside the wall, inside the city, instead of like protecting the breach. I would say that this is more important to defend. It's more important for the defenders to protect this area than it is to deal with just these running knights. Just leave this one group of spearmen here. This is more than enough. And then one group of spearmen here. And everything else should just like run back to that area. As far as this battering ram goes, I don't know, leave a couple spearmen to make sure the battering rams don't break that gate. But yeah, they're letting me have a foothold here, and this is a problem. This is not enough units to take care of protecting this area. Now, Obelix is doing a good job. He's doing the right thing. He's defending the breach right where the breach is, right at the opening. He's moving out a little bit, so that means he's not getting as much surface area. Thankfully, he's got strong units. He has some Gulams over here, which are going to make short work of Levy swordsmen. I haven't poured in too much. My knights are still running around. They're trying to retreat. And while they're retreating, they might as well take down the Syrian exchange. Just watch this turn into purple again. There it is. Now they lose access to their markets. They lose access to their Syrian exchange. Now I do take down this gate, but Obelix is right there. Once again, too many units here. 26 Mamluks. Way too strong to just defend from Levy units. I would say leave 10 plus... 10 Mamluks is good enough, because they're very strong. Together with like maybe 10 Levy units, 10 swordsmen or 10 spearmen or both. That's good enough. Send the rest to protect this, because it's way more important. I don't think they see the danger. I really don't think they see how important this is. Now these guys, yeah, that's what I thought. Like, Dominik should turn around and fight these Levy units. Because cavalry in general are very good against Levy units, unless they're light cav. Now, DarkShadeLeo does recapture Tanker's Tower. And Obelix does defend the Damascus Gate breach. Fortunately, with too many guys. You don't need that many guys against this piddly-widdly group. Dominik still getting some extra lumber. But now, I don't think they saw the danger here. Because here come my 30 knights and sergeants capture this front gate, and which should allow gasbasman to come in. And here I am. Now, archers have minimum range, so watch this. I'm gonna cut through these camel archers like butter. Camel archers, actually any horse archers, most of them have only 30 to 40 HP. If they're light horse archers, they have 30 HP. Regular horse archers have 40. And then very few horse archers have like more than that. Here, we're coming in. Look how many horse archers died from that, but now a large number of spearmen coming through. Now gasbasman coming into the fold. Having trouble passing through this gate. There you go. Pathing on Age of Empires 2 has really gotten bad. FYI. Now I thought we were going to take this point, but now Obelix sent a whole bunch of reinforcements to try to fight back. But here comes gasbasman with his whole force coming in. All of these archers killing so many units. Now the cavalry would make short work of these guys. Look how many. It's 100. What is that? 124 archers. Not being dealt with at all. Alright. See what else is going on here. These guys are just getting shot by towers. Trying to see. You see what I did here? I captured all of these gates. So that to try to block the enemy from coming through. They still control these two gates. And this opening. So they can still come in, but now any reinforcements that come from this side, it's going to have a harder time. And now I'm trying to pull... There's too many units here, defending the Dome of the Rock. In fact, they try to recapture this tower, and I try to fight back. Try to block them from doing that. And I have sergeants. Sergeants are really good against levy infantry, levy swordsmen. So I try to draw more units away. The way I do that is I send my knights again. This whole time I only lost one. Just one knight. It's not even a knight, one sergeant. Okay. gasbasman with the pure archer English, well, Welsh bowman strat. It's working out, apparently. That's because no one is exploiting their minimum range. All you have to do is, like, I don't know, even light cavalry will kill these guys. Obviously, sergeants are the best answer because they're fast enough to dodge shots, and like their damage is high enough to like kill them very quickly. Anyway, all of these spearmen, I see there's a lot of spearmen, and they, you know, I have to back up. By the way, it is nighttime. It just turned nighttime. It's 9 p.m. So once again, allies can't see each other, and vision is low. So I can't see that I'm running into a wall of spears and whoop! Nope, nope, nope. I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want to deal with that at all. So you can see that the movement and the fighting is much more calm at nighttime, if you haven't noticed. See, I can't... I almost run into these guys again just because it's night. One sergeant against the world gets massacred. So then I say, hey, let's capture the Dome of the Rock. And that is the plan. Even Cormair is getting in on it from this side. It's very dangerous. There's only one Ghulam protecting the Al-Aqsa Mosque. And after I noticed that, I decide, hey, this is even more important to defend than this. I mean, this is important, but if you lose Al-Aqsa Mosque, you lose access to your most powerful stables building, and your barracks, and your archery ranges. And the mosque itself, which can train priests, or monks. Dominik notices that, but it's too late. It's too late. They lost it. We captured the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and now they can't produce units out of here. And on top of that, there is a morale bleed. And on top of that, the food supply, it's 1/3 of their food and gold supply is reduced. So now this is fierce fighting at nighttime. Let's take a look at it from the in-game. This is what gasbasman sees. That's all he sees. This is all DarkShadeLeo sees. He only sees this This is what I see. Hey, that's what it looks like at nighttime. It's crazy. Anyway, we're focused on capturing the dome. There's only 9 minutes left in the game. The defenders are at 7% morale. Attackers at 100%. This is a major issue for the defenders. On top of that, I had the cavalry running around and capturing gates. So now, the only way for the defenders to try to get back in is to make battering rams from their marking place. And here you can see Dominik makes one. Now, it'll help if DarkShadeLeo makes the battering ram as well, and Obelix try to bust down their own gate that used to be theirs. Because they can't get in here. The only way in is this breach that we made, but it's protected by a lot of units. That's it. The reason that's it is because, let's see what happens. Something was captured. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the game. Let's take a look at the stats a little bit. Dominik had 442 kills, but the star of the show is gasbasman. He's a new player, but he kind of knew. Well, he went with the whole Britain's theme, and since I was there to protect his archers were super effective. So let's take a look at the map and see what the defenders could have done differently. Scouting, for one. Scout something like this, so you can stop it. Take your stone back so you can sell it or use it to repair. Do not let the attackers take this. This is the most important point of the Dome of the Rock. Do not, I mean, this whole Temple Mount area, this is the one zone that is so scary to lose. I mean, it's just as important as this. This is similar, like, this is what gives you control of archery ranges, barracks, the Tower of David, or this one, even more important. I mean, it's the anchor for this whole Temple Mount area. Very scary to lose. You definitely don't want to lose it. Kind of an action-packed game. I hope you had fun watching it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.